Sky Power Radio and TV Services Studios, West Yorkshire, Leeds, Stencil Mount at the Street, Mustafa Jame with our weekly civic education program. Signals reaching away from Stencil Mount Studios. Yo, assalamualaikum badingulu ngal konton mobe dawda anibe watu watito konton droko lansnal bismillah na programo min kaso jang loko ni yentemben sida civic education program. Yo alingal badimalo Mustafa Jame membe siri programo kun na yentemben. Bokki deglu kati ñolande nuyu fi ci Sky Power Radio and TV Services Studios, West Yorkshire, 3C Stencil Mount. Ana aksenarit Mustafa Jame nekkal leen ci seen bunti programme civic education programme fii ci rajo bi. Right, okay. Komin dal daka ki ñamen loko ni ñente men si danka alfal soto minni yalon ko ngamira ko be sula la wolle la minni yalon ko banko la ko ye fahamro ke je kula mimbe dende ni ata political and governance. Bi nga party nyaton ko soto jang mi yalon ko GDC la party leader mortality honorable Mama Kandeh de fofen ke lamba tentula bake ala busy schedule ba keri nyawnya ay wato ta pour kana kataram fejang because niko banku doko ngamere nyim fana mu fanna leti mi yalon ko ba banku doko konale be honorable follow mba tentula mba jeyla se abla aning lamerlan ni jiberale nyo kondong nyo waraje sina dum ko kono komin dal taka ke nyame jang ga kango bela fujang ga serer kan fujan nenka fula kan fujang ga jola kan fujang ga manni ka kan fon ka surwa kan fo so kango manke problem yang ga dol min bebi jang bambaning sol nyol sol nyol binala nyaaro ani aziz anin day ul kango manke problem woni jang oto nin kumbo nyaama honorable sebula ini mule nyo kontong ini waraje sina dum ko kono honorable Kandeh.
Barka mbe kontonna mbe Alaji Bamba kontonna. Of course Mr. Jeng amam futanam follow bari mbafte fanan kontonna anen nyim programme moyral be Sky Power TV mbalbe kontonna nyimu kuti me yalon ko ngamira Gambia ding ibe dawoda dunia kono isulata nying program Sifala because it's a concern for every Gambian pour kalong mune bekeri na banko kono adung na banko betala nyameng adung betala fana minto so o kama ngal nimbara kante invite jang shewota ko bake because alsi penke nonu hanin almante invite o man balika program o tamandi but the fact that al yeng recognize kam bunya kang invite woda mamu kubalti adun sewota ko to bake mbadingolu mbal konton na mbe dualali simani jata kende adun programme o nyim fanan altolmel bije mbe dualali simani jata kende mbe duala fanan sodan nyim programme o abe tambila bake dunia kono adun ala dalino menti wole mo to enlighten the Gambian people so ngal ni mbara ngal konton assalamu alaikum.
Honorable, thank you so much obliged. Bamba Karim?
Mustafa mbe follow mbe na brother right honorable Mba Tentula Bake. I have known Honorable Mama for a while now. And mbeling along in terms of consistency. Honorable Mama Kabiru Watu Mena, he was a member of parliament for Jimara, even well before that. Honorable Mama Keta Muleti Mealonko, he signed out coming kaitandiko ate ala principles and stands in terms of bankola tanyato and bankola Gambia dimulal sula kolu wole at sula more than at the formula personal well-being and other personal development, because Honorable Mama Mbelenga along, Honorable Mama has got so much opportunity during the APRC eras, and also bringing Ban Botanam Fonkol Kamfo Patio Lote Faye, he came with the GDC. Mbelenga je Honorable Mama Lo Nyakita Muneti Banko Kam. Mota Vodronko Faidoto, Ndolongan Nakatakol Kal Mustafa Bari, Niajube statistically, Honorable Mama Kandeh brought this present government in power. Because Honorable Mama Kandeh niala vote Jube, majority of our vote ning a major party then will split into two halves. So Wole Fanam Foy and Tulmakoi in 2016. Kudos to him and thanks to him. I've always told people, Honorable Mama is a brother that I would respect until my death. Because Molemati me along Kotonya la mamanka for coalition, but Honorable Mama la standing was stronger than coalition, because not a capital coalition, you would have lost some of the supporters that we needed not to vote for the regime at the time. As a result, defeating it, because Ndonga regime need the men and Yajuba Mansia. So the Honorable Mama Kaputan Tolma, Ibajela Kwateta be split into two, the other maybe 3/4 be Murla back to where Honorable Mama was before, than Kate support, than coalition on support. So, and also a defiance and a stance with the principles of restoration or strengthening of democracy in the country. Remember, Memo President to be an Honorable Mama be able at the same constituency. Honorable Mama gains more joining him than the Gambia. Now, Taraba Fansung Kunkele Naparanoma would have joined Barrow a long time ago. And he stands to keep that momentum. Kajeko, I have nothing against my brother, where I can respect, and that would never quiver. I thank him very much for coming to this platform. My brother, this is your home.
Thank you.
And whenever you can, please always send in your advice through Mustafa, and we would always listen to whatever advice you have for us. In Tolfanang, we look up to you, Purke emulate as a very good leader and dedicated party leader.
Thank you.
Kadim Jerejev. Thanks. Aziz, greetings.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam, Alhaji Aziz.
Wow, maa ngi nuyu suma kilifa Mama Kandeh waaye di jégalu parce que bu fekkee ne woo nga sa kilifa balaa moo egsi war na laa fekka yooyu nga toog di ko xaar waaye dama xaw a tardé kon loolu maa ngi jégalu di rafetlu sa teewaay di la gërëm di la sant si ñëw bi nga ñëw fii pour waxtaan ak ñun di la wax ne yaaga nañ laa toppa xëj naa xamante wuñu personally waaye déggante nañ te ñaakut ñu am ndaje yu ñu daje si jamono yi nga xam ne ñun ñëpp ñu ngi si Gambia di liggéey ci nguuri Yaya Jammeh kon nag am naa mbégte trop ci sa teewaay tey di ñaan yàlla lépp luñ fi wax kàddu boo fi gaaral itam yal na doon kàddu buy nit ñi di dégg te yal na ko yàlla barkeel jërëjëf.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right. Honorable, first of all, appreciation, di la gërëm di la santa waxtu bu nga jël pour ñëw teewe fii. Kuma follow lafta mi ñinin kala o akumata bake wolom GDC. GDC patio munamu ala longkang dalilot. Why GDC?
Yo, thank you very much, Mr. Jammeh Abarka Jerejef. First of all, bala may duga ci waxtaan boobu xëy na suma brother Aziz maa ngi koy wax ne jéggal nañ la ndax ñun tamit xam nañ foofu daanaka nit ki moomut boppam léegi ndax foofu laa dee wax dangay gas nga yeey soo gasut doo yeey so obviously xam nañ seen situation appreciate naa trop ci teewaay bi fii Mr. Jammeh GDC dañ ko sampa ci fas ene buñ am for this country for Gambia gom ne rek liñ bugg a gis ci Gambia bi ak wécceeku buñ bugg a gis ci Gambia ak doxalin buñ bugg a gis ci Gambia ak développement buñ bugg a gis ci Gambia dinañ ko only achieve su fekkee ne egganoñ to the mantle of leadership. Tey I can assure you yéen ñi nekk Europe ku demut school sax soo fa amee few years suñ la joxee Gambia mun nga koo dool su fekkee ne am nga fiiraange ci sa biir xol ne Gambia dafa war a dévelop ndax ñun yëpp gis nañ lu nekk ci biti te fiiraange lu nekk ci biti moom lañ bugg a gis ci suñu réew te gisuma dara lan moo tax mënuñ koo am so GDC dafa taxaw pour loolu pour indi wecceeku ba pare indi politique boo xam ne ni politique bu rafet la ci diggante ay dëkkandoor ci diggante Gambien si ñu ni neen the other point is am na ñaari secteur yoo xam ne ni o ñaari groupe yoo xam ne ni politique bu mu sosoo ba léegi ñooñu dañ leen di use waaye njëriñi nguur o njëriñi politique ñoom luñ ci gis dafa tuuti mooy the women and the youths politicien bu jóg mu ne la ndaw yi la amal soxla ndaw yi la bugg a jàppale waaye tey ñun yëpp gis nañ even long before today ndaw yi nuñ fi meloon ak naka lañ leen a use today is even worst suñ jigéen yi te these two groups ñi ñooy our partners in development so su fekkee ne yaa ngi am sa ñetti pila pour ekkati sa néeg ñaari pila yëpp nga bàyyi ko gannaaw nga expect néeg boobu dina jóg du mun a nekka and that is the women and the youths ñii suñ ay partners lañ kon GDC dañ gis ne yàgg nañ liggéey lool ñii yàgg nañ leen a use moo tax ñun buñ ñëwee dañ wax ne youth and women empowerment te am na sample yuñ si seet yoo xam ne ni ñëpp mën nañ koo seede ci fànn boobu ndax 2017 ñun suñ candidates yi and even this last parliamentary election amul kenn ku ci beejaw ndax ñun dañ gëm ne balaa ñuy xeexal youth si nañ dem fu mbaxana doone benn ñu xeexal seen boppa loolu joxoon na ne di opportunity pour indi ndaw boo xam ne ni not only was the youngest parliamentarian in the Gambia but in Africa kon ndaw yi amoon nañ ba pare am nañ ba léegi ba ëllëg opportunity and chances within the GDC soo seetee 2017 election jigéen yoo xam ne ne ñun put nañ leen before as candidates soo putee all the political parties together soo ko percentage di nga gis ne GDC rek moom moo indi 70% of women candidates kon wécceeku boobu dañ ko soxla the other thing is Gambia bu mu sosoo ba léegi ñu ngi struggle with foundation gom ne rek ñu nit am na lu ñoo mun a contribute pour ñu génn ci foundation boobu suñ kilifa suñ papa the late president koo xam ne ni moom moo ñu indi to independence mooy suñ papa président Jawara of course am na loo xam ne ni def nañ ko fi bu Yaya Jammeh jëlee nguur moom it am na lum try ci biir réew mi fii ci wàllu education ci wàllu university bi ay television ak so many other things waaye ñi buñ ñëwee dañ delloowaat Gambia down instead of ñu jëlee ko fuñ ko fekkee ñu yokka ko mu yokku no dañ ko gën a daaneel ok bu GDC di génn ñoom ñëwaguñ obviously waaye loolu yëpp dafa bokk yoo xam ne mu ngi méngoo ak programme GDC kon GDC taxawaayam yëpp mooy gis Gambia develop GDC yëpp mooy gis yokkute Gambia li may def or lu GDC di def have proved to every Gambian nekk an opposition amul dara lum la stop pour nga contribute your quota towards national development ndax projet yi ñu fi def liñ fi jàppale nit ñi liñ fi jàppale nii di Gambians ci all sectors be it in the health sector be it ci youth si be it at the university education Gambia College you know rural community people yoo xam ne ni dinañ soxla ay clean drinking water def nañ fi lu bari loo xam ne ni ñun we are not in government we are not in power nobody is paying tax to us waaye as citizens laal yàlla jox nañu nekk citizens ba pare moom yàlla si boppam sax dootu ko nanguwaat xam nga dootul maa génne as a Gambian already nekk naa Gambian meaning I have a responsibility we have proved it to the Gambian ne nekk an opposition terewut laa liggéey. You always have something to contribute towards national development. Even long before balaa may dugg ci politics, you know, can I Europe man tamit am na contribution bu bari boo xam ne def naa ko fi whilst I was there. Dama doon sarse ay container garab di ko indi fii. Jël naa fa ay a big delegation from Germany indi leen Gambia fii whilst Mariatu Jallow was the director of health. Indi leen fii pour ñu gis ne dinañ mën a wecci suñu health sector bi. Because even at that time, health sector was not a standard boo xam ne ni ñu ngi ko doon lifin surtout sakatuma nag léegi. Kon meaning GDC dam gom ne rek am nañ lu bari loo xam ne ni war nañ ko mun a contribute ci dëkk bi loo xam ne dafa indi wecceeku gën a create unity among Gambians soo seetloo suñ politique ñun duñ saaga kenn ñun amuñ man ama benn problème ak benn political party leader in this country. su ma toogee ak Barrow dinañ waxtaan su ma toogee ak suma Ousseynou dinañ waxtaan and I can talk to anybody. Loolu laa gom ne politique bi foofu lañ ko war a tollale not enmity not disunity. Xam nga suñ dividé suñ boppa rek ameen lu ñoo soxla si suñu réew du yomba. Kon lii bokk na ci loo xam ne naam.
Anyway, just pour quickly ma announce ne Suleiman Jeng exina moom itam kenn ci suñ paneliste yi la waaye man tey waxtaan bi dama bëggoon ñu dellu gannaaw tuuti pour ñu xam kan mooy Mama Kandeh. Dama bëggoon a xam kañ nga dugal politique lan moo la dugal politique ak lan moo tax nga sas sa parti parce que ku wax Mama Kandeh si jamono da ngay wax APRC nga doon koo xam ne ku amoon taxawaay ci APRC waaye also nga doon benn député bu xam ne bii yow yaa ñemee génn APRC si jamono ji nga xam ne ku génn APRC da ngay daw bàyyi réew mi waaye nga génn APRC nekk fi sos sa parti boppa nanga mun a defee yooyu yëpp bëggoon nañ ñu xam Mama Kandeh boobu benn li ko dugal ci politique kañ la dugal lan moo ko dugal APRC lan moo ko génnee li ta bim génnee dawul lu tax mu sos parteem loolu dina important trop parce que ku mel ni man dégga dama la daan dégga waaye bi ma déggee ne da nga am sa parti boppa dama ne rek is an extension of APRC waaye gannaaw si bi ma gisee sa taxawaay jox na ma a different perspective of who Mama Kandeh is tey boo doon wax nit ñi yow yaay kan ak lan moo la dugal ak sa jaar-jaar bi fi nga taxaw fii fi nga toll nii lan nga ñu ci mun a wax.
Well, first of all, I mean, gërëm APRC di gërëm every member of the APRC because nit ku nekk fi nga jaar warloo ko fàtte. Politics nag man commencé naa cee dugga waaye
typical Gambian.
Network. It looks like he's free.
Yeah, Gambia, typical. Yeah. So yeah. So you know,
I think we had misunderstanding because my phone I quarter to 1:30 Lamonio. So I was hoping that time Lamonio. So man don't do it miss as well.
You know, I told you to stop wearing glasses. You don't read properly.
If I don't wear glasses, I cannot read Bamba. So I have to wear. Ya long karang wa nem buku jube ning screen jube wala ka nyati nyajuna.
Oh. Okay, Mustafa, try honorable again.
Honorable, yeah, I'll try him again. But I kuma kilim for ala di amo kono jam bela fela puru and mark or the ninga preda asis la jabi rola because I fem for jang is really interesting because ako itolding style kudomina the wall politic would reflect unity. So in that mala I go for munekamba and the context because near jibe told me baby young Gambia at this minute. You know, ngamira watu sita, almamira watu sita ndol nga banko fanan jibe sayem, but not like political party line, you know, ndebe UDP, ndebe nyimfatikan. I think Gambia, falmamira, is it about time, you know, nga Gambia jebang sign? Do you not think? Any thought?
Yeah.
I think essential tabake. That's quite important because being Usman Sonko Lamoy Akafo going forward, any country Mia Lonko requires Senegalese to have a visa pour que Dungila Banco Kono. Wolf and would require visa to come into Senegal. And which I think is quite essential because in Sulata Europe nyame Europe Sulata Africa wanyala and Sulata Africa more than until Sulatela. So na nyatong kol nyanta will realize la and that is the only way they can establish themselves on equal footing with other leaders of the world. So European all can bend and they agreeing on certain things that Buka visa di nyola. So they can enter freely and out and have businesses. Kujama conduct together. But until if we want to come to Europe or America, you have to struggle. Even if you have all the requirements, killing you can pay you huge amounts of money for a visa, near reject, they don't even refund you. But they can just buy a ticket. They don't play no kono, they can come into your country in and out. And we left them in like a kije. So nintil nata jang, we don't do what we want. We have to obey their rules. So nanyatong kol nyanta wojubela ku, they need to reflect on that. And yemin for fanang akumayara because yalong banko bugatano nyato naya tara banko dingol imam banko dinya si because kafo nte wuluta Gambia drum temu Gambia nolti I might make a Gambian.
Yes,
Sorry, I had a problem with the phone. I think sorry, Mr. Jamayone na la message so whole issue munge overheated.
Yes. Yes. I've seen
wow, that don't overheat, so it all of a sudden move fade. Mr. Aziz, if I can continue.
Yes.
Waaw li ma doon wax rek ne bu ma commencé dugg ci politique o nekk kuy gunge, that was in 1992 when my brother Buba Balde contested elections in Jimara. So ñu ngi doon ànd ak moom depuis booba ñun suñ ci amee ñoo xam ne ñu ngi leen a wax ay mentor or whatever ñooñu la. So since then I mean ma bi little interest waaye bu ma génnee fii nag dem tukki ne Balde buñ ko defee di campaign manager of RC in URR, mo try invite ma mu ne ma dama ñëw nga bugga ma bugga nga jàppale ma in Jimara, because moom lañ def campaign manager. So he insisted mu dem ci Edward Singate, mu dem ci Sadio Diallo, at least 3 of them together ñu call ma from Germany, ñu ne naa ñëw ma jàppale ko in Jimara. That was in 2001. So ma ñëw def loolu exactly yàlla def yaa jame daanu na URR yëpp ba des Jimara foofu. Mu nekk loo xam ne ni waa APRC tamit rafetlu nañ leen loolu, but immediately after the presidential election man dama dellu Germany ba waa Jimara ñu insist ne dama am pour ñib si waat ñu taxawal ma as a candidate in Jimara, which I did. So nii laa duggee ci politique APRC ba nekk fa member then until 2012, after 10 years, 2012 ñu dem primaries with one Habibu Jawo in Jimara. Booba nag commencé nañ di ma xeex, not the people of Jimara. Why I feel elites yoo xam ne ñu ngi biir APRC dañ gëmoon ne rek man xëy na man su ma fa nekkee dafa am lu mu leen di yàqal. Buñ demee primaries 14 delegates ñoo waroon a taana, man ma am 12, kiñ taana mu am ñaar. So you can imagine waaye kooku lañ mujjee taana, but still ma wane suma support and my commitment to the APRC. Dem naa ba head office bi ma ne leen taanuñ ma waaye amul problème, still am a APRC member. So noonu lañ continuer ba local government election bi ñëw, the same thing luñ ma defoon ñu bugga ko def 1 year of Bulel Mbalo. He was the ward councillor for Julangel. Mu dem ak Kanimang Sane primary, the current chief of Jimara. Buñ demee primaries Kanimang benn nit la am, ñoom ñu endorse Mr Mbalo ne moom lañ taana buñ ko yóbboo ci office of the governor kooku génnee loolu ñu dem taana indi koo xam ne ni musuta apply sax léegi nag waa Jimaramel ñu def seen own independent candidate ñu sampa fa ku ñoo wax Alaaji Sidibe buñ demee nag ba sonal leen ñoom waa APRC independent bi sonal leen ñu believe ne léegi dañoo lose election bi ñu ne léegi nañ ko teg si suma boppa ñu ne ko ñun dem wax Yaya Jammeh ne man maa sponsor independent boobu Yaya tamit benn noppa la ko déggee ñu expel ma ci parti bi buñ ma expelé ci parti bi te yàlla xam na sponsor wu ma candidate boobu sax dem naa ba ci speaker den Abdoulaye Bojo ma ne ko da ngeen ma daaxa APRC mu ne ma waaw ma ne ko kon nag dinaa leen xamal nag man Gambien la fu ngeen ma gis ngeen xam ne foofu la so noonu laa génne di def suma yëf ba 2016 ma ñëw register my party it was a big challenge nag yombutoon waaye nag alhamdulillah I was able to register the party jamono nañ jéggi xodul si nekk ci site si yëpp yàlla def ba ñu egga fu ñu egga tey waaw
am na solo waaye Aziz yaa ngi mute Aziz yaa ngi mute
dama bëggoon just a quick follow up yaa ngi sos sa parti si jamono boo xam ne parti si yëpp a ngi ñëw together to form a coalition against Yaya Jammeh ndax approach nañ la pour yow nga bokk ci coalition bi yan condition nga leen tegal wala yan condition lañ la tegal ak
non man du ma Aziz du dog la sax bi ma sos parti bi
waaw
hello
waaw
dégguma li nga wax nga ne yan condition la lan
bi coalition bi ñoo come together ndax approach nañ la bu dee approach nañ la pour nga join leen lan lañ la wax lan ngeen waxtaan ak lu tax joinuloo leen lu tax nga ber sa boppa
waaw first of all Aziz man bi ma register fekka coalition bi amoon 2016 most of the parties dañ bëggoon a boycott elections yi dañ bëggoon a boycott because of the 13 points electoral reform buñ doon laajte loolu foog naa moo taxoon solo sandeng génna
exactly
man si diggante bi laa register party am na ci kilifa yoo xam ne I don't want to mention names waaye toog naa ak ñu ne ma fan nga wér loolu may leen dafay am may leen ma génn Gambia ma def tournée ñaari yoon ngeen seet te bu ma defee loolu ñëpp gis nañ mbooloo bi ma toppa ok man comme ni ma ko de waxe always duma jël di pride ne man la nit ñi gënoon a bugga déedéet perhaps xëy na Gambians they wanted to see somebody different not because I was better or I was better position xam nga pour war a challenge the former president déedéet man xëy na dama gëm ne rek ne Gambians wanted to see somebody it could have been you Aziz or Mr Jammeh or any other person dama foog ne rek dina doon pull out the same crowd boo xam ne ni pull out naa ko in 2016 so buñ gisee loolu after man OJ man la njëkk a approach ne ma kaay ñu jiital la nga lead coalition bi nga def 3 years nga conduct elections yow doo ci bokka nga so puwin nga hand over ci moom ma ne ko mënuma ko ndax li ma bugg a gis o li ma bugg a def ci Gambia mënuma ko def 3 years mbuguma win ba pare ma dem change suma mind ne man wecceeku naa te man maagetuma boobu maaget ba may wax ne bàyyi naa politics kon su fekkee ne nangu naa ne nekk 3 years ba pare conduct election ba pare génn ci completely dootuma bokk ci election or politics loolu mënuma ko te bëgguma disappoint Gambians despite all that ñun bokkoon nañ yooni woon na suma deputy party leader and the admin secretary ñun doon dem si waxtaan yi waaye bés buñ demee ba wax ne nag delegates parti bu nekk dafa indi 70 delegates that is from the 7 regions ku nekk war na faa mun a jëlee 10 people I was even in Dakar bu ma secretary bi bindee ne loolu lañ wax ma ne ko bokkuma ma ne ko because point bi mooy am na parti yi fa nekk mënuñoo indi that 70 delegates at the end of the day UDP ñoom ñoo indi seen nit ñi so obviously they will select the UDP candidate so ma ne leen léegi ñun ñoo xam ne ni dañ am interest ci di aspire for the presidency why not ñu dem IEC ñu am suñ ballot box yi ñu sampa suñ ballot box yi Banjul Serekunda Brikama Jara Soma Bansang Basse su fekkee ne fukki nit ñoo génn sax let them vote boobu Gambian si ñoo wax ne jiw lañ bugga ñun ñoom ñu ànd ak kooku ñu ne loolu ñoom amuñ time boobu that's a process may leen process bi yëpp moo gën a yomba dan su fekkee ne wax nañ ne ku parti bu nekk na indi 70 delegates ragaluma woon ne dinañ am 70 delegates as a party waaye su fekkee ne parti yëpp ku nekk am na di 70 delegates kon kan mooy votal kan you see so xoolee di risque ko kenn xamu ko ci politics su fekkee ne xam nañ ko ci politics tuuti mooy jimara naka la ñoo tànne Adama Barrow over Halifa Sallah o Amat Bah kon game boobu lañ gisoon ñun loolu lañ dawoon waaye with all that buñ demee ba selection candidate ñëwaat nañ ci man ñu ne pour ma join leen ma bokk ak ñoom ma ne leen man su ma bokkee ci coalition bi changes bu ñoo ut du am ñu insist am correction bu ma leen laaj ma ne leen for the last 22 good years bi ngeen nekkee fii ak Jammeh ndax mus ngeen am benn rally from any political party in the opposition mus ngeen am benn rally ngeen am benn nit bu jógee APRC ñëw join si UDP or NRP or DOI or any other political party for 22 good years may leen amu leen ko so jam ci something percent te yow soo mënut a wàññi loolu naka nga ko wiine man leen ñooñu gisoon nañ leen fii toppuñ leen man su ma leen toppee I believe up to 100% ne majority ñi ma toppa dinañ dellu dem votal Jammeh kon changes bu ñëw uddo am te lii that was my reason te joinuma te after bu results yi amee Alieu Momar Njie announce a results am the same Alieu Momar Njie mu announce another results which have given us an opportunity pour ñun ñëpp ñu bañ su ma neexoon mënoon naa bañ man tamit comme nu Jammeh bañee bon dama taxaw fi ma taxaw rek ma ne Barrow moo win and that's it toog naa ak dem naa State House at that time toog naa ak ñoom Sidi Ndiaye mi tey di wax you know ñoom Yankuba Koli ma ne leen li ma fi indi changes pour change status quo bi indi wu ma fi li ma fi indi mooy nañ waxtaan ñu seet naka la ñoo maintain peace and stability boo xam ne moom lañ xamee Gambia political impasses bi warut a create tension boo xam ne dina lu indil récute ak ëllëg loolu kese moom ma fa yóbbu woon waaye mënoon naa bañ because dañ ñu jox opportunity bi pour ñu bañ ndax doo mun a announce results tey gannaaw ëllëg nga ne yow da nga jum si sa compte nga jox ñu an order different results amin Jammeh li mu bañ su fekkee ne ak ku mun di nekk la su ko neexee mu bañ because fekk dañ ko bañ loo so façon yu mel noonu dañ ko war a bàyyi xel ñu moytu ko trop so Aziz I hope I have answered your question. If any, then you still can ask.
Very clear. Naa bàyyi ñeneen ñi dugg si.
Jërëjëf honorable Kandeh. Ci sa biir wax nga politique bu rafet. Kon Gambia jamono bi politique bu rafet amul fa ndax
are you with me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yes, politique bu rafet amul Gambia fu mu nekk nii because so seetloo in 2016 the last day of our campaign taxaw naa in Bakau ma ne maa ngi invite former President Jammeh ak Adama Barrow for a coffee. That was the last day of the campaign. Election besi noppaleku la woon ma ne leen besi noppaleku bi maa ngi invite Adama Barrow ak Yaya Jammeh for a coffee. Li waraloon loolu mooy dama bëggoon suñ militants from different political parties ñu gëm ne ñun yëpp Gambians lañ. di war nañoo mun a toog benn table ñu naan café kon reyante bi ak yeneen sànniwante kàddu yu ñaaw yi waru fa bokka ñun yëpp Gambians lañ ok xëy na gisee wuñ ko woon noonu ñoom waaye man xelaat bi lii la woon tey soo seetloo political atmosphere bi nekk ci Gambia ay saagante ndey ay kaddu yu diis yoo xam ne ni xëy na président bi dina ko ekkati jëmale ko ci an opposition loolu par exemple yaagut dégg nañ Barrow mu ngi wax ne feeg Ousainou Darboe dayut ba même mu dem fekke ji dëj bi suul ba pare doog a ñib si doog a jóge si by the mantle of leadership loolu du am waruñoo egga foofu yëpp moom du yàlla du yonenti mun naa am sax mu xëy na mu njëkkaade Ousainou Darboe de si loolu si loxo yàlla la nekk so façon kàddu yooyu dafa jarut suñu diggante ñu ni neen dégg nañ fi mu ngi wax political party bureau si ay bitiki naar lañ man jëlewuma ko comme he was mu ngi doon joxoñ benn nit waaye ñaawal la woon ne moom am na capability bi pour def ko keneen amu ko te moom balaa muy nekk président ñun yëpp xam nañ naka la meloon kon tey su amee opportunity boobu because of his presidency loolu moo ko fa eggali kon warutoon a jël benn position pour di war a criticize o di tuutiloo ñenn ñi ñoo xam ne ni moom ak ñoom ñoo bokk political arena bi loolu waruta am yaagut mu ngi wax ne moom dafay nekk président ba doomam jël ba setam jël loolu man wax naa ko ma ne dafay gënta pour man gënta la waaye xëy na dafay wone ne moom paregut li mu fail to understand is this dafa war a sant yàlla mu doylu bari na tuuti na lu ko yàlla jox parce que moom dafa ñëw ak luñ promise Gambians ne di going only for 3 years bu mu ñëwee ba toog mu capitalize ci doole bi mu am mu ne constitution bi moo ko jox 5 years Gambians si nangul ko again 5 years boobu doyut mu ne daf another 5 years tey mu ngi ci another 5 years ëllëg o demba waxaat na ne moom he want another term could you believe koo xam ne ni dafa ñëwoon mu ne ñetti at kon mu ngi capitalize the use opportunity bu mu am mbaate doole bu mu am ci kaw Gambian si parce que xam ne ni mu ngi rafet si diggante politiciens si kon politique bi su fekkee ne moom mun na taxaw di wax loolu dellu di wax ne moom mu ngi indi ay projet mbaate mu ngi indi xaalis di ko war ko jox nit ñi pour jàppale nit ñi waaye you have to have a membership card of the NPP kon everybody is going to be forced pour nga jënda a membership card of the NPP soo ko mënut a am kon moom li mooy indi beneen Gambian amul ci cër te moom he is the president of the Republic of the Gambia
ci gàttal kon president of the current president of the Republic of the Gambia President Adama Barrow moo isi politique bu ñaaw bi ci Gambia loolu nga wax na
ba ëllëg maa ngi koy wax dama koy waxaat tamit because fu mu nekk nii ordinary Gambians yoo xam ne ni xëj na sax seen expérience ci politique especially si wàllu jigéen yi dinaa la jox benn o ñaari exemple am na suñ benn jigéen koo xam ne ni GDC la 100% toppa nañ ko ba sona ndaw si nanguwut lan lañ def dañ dem ci alkali bi ñu ne ko ñun dañ la bugg a indil fii hospital si biir dëkk bi dañ la bugg a gasal fii booxool waaye jigéen bi nanguwut a bokk NPP te jigéen bi eenewut leen jàmma te fekk bokkut NPP ñun luñ leen war a indil duñ ko indi alkali bi approche ndaw si mu ne leen man GDC laa nekk alkali bi mobilise waa dëkk bi yëpp ñu xaajoo ak jigéen boobu bu ko defee ñoom ñooy nekk boor jigéen bi nekk boor gis nga ñu ngi xaaj dëkk bi soo jigéen bi mujjee gi waa NPP dañ dem ba Sénégal indi seen mbokk yi pour mu bàyyi bàyyi GDC dem NPP mu jaral leen loolu yëpp ba ndaw si mujjee gi dafa am pour sorenda bàyyi GDC dem NPP waaye tey mu ngi reccu lu tax ñu yóbbu ko foofu so meaning kenn amatul right pour nekk fii la neex if not dañ lay sosal be war laa génn fi nga nekk. Right now, as we are speaking, I'm not sure yenen jigen yu nekk Garawol in Upper River region Garawol am na Suleiman xam na ko. Dañ toppa ndaw si besona the chief ak waa NPP yi nekk foofu lu nekk lañ try ndaw si nanguwut lan lañ def mooy dañ form an organisation si dëkk bi ñu jiital ndaw si ñu ne léegi fu Barrow mun a ñëw rek ci biir URA da nga am pour dem because yow yaay dem on behalf of the village su ko bañee rek ñu sosalaat ko kon façon politique moo nekk di xew Gambia dañooy forcer nit ñi fu mu nekk nii ñu ngi wóor ci Upper River region for example di nataal nit ñi especially jigéen yi lu tax waa Barrow moo indi project dañ leen a nataal the whole idea is ñu ne I'm not sure waaye ñu ne loolu lañ bëgg a dem wone ji ñu ñi yoo wax ne Barrow na taxaw fu an order tata so politique bi fee dem dafa tilim tilim boo xam ne ni soxla wuñ loolu moo tax bu mu ootee national dialogue bi keroog wax naa fa ma ne ko ñun ñi uyu si fii yëpp kenn soxlul sa dërëm kenn ut siwul place waaye the moment you call for national dialogue nañ as Gambians nañ booloo ñu nekk benn you have seen everybody have responded and we all responded to the call waaye ana national dialogue boobu fu mu dem demul fen meaning Gambians si bugga nañ nekk benn but the leadership ñoom ñoo war a jël di lead pour indi Gambians together because despite the bitterness between UDP and NPP
bala sol di ñëw ci gàttal kon current president bi mbite current government bi mooy problème like unity bi loolu nga bëgg a wax
waaw problème unity bi la because fraction buñ am ñoom seen diggante ak UDP mu ngi métti boo xam ne ni expect guñ woon loolu ñoom yi neen seen diggante ndax yàgg nañ together for 22 good years man 10 years rek la amat APRC waaye amul benn issue boo xam ne mus na am ak suma diggante ak APRC nit ki bul fàtte démba UDP ñoom ñoo taxaw ba Barrow nekk Barrow loolu waruñ ko fàtte UDP ñoo fi doon taxaw naan Barrow na Barrow lemu loolu waruñ ko fàtte kon at the end of the day ñun yëpp Gambians lañ waxuma UDP duñ wax ci government bi waxuma Barrow du wax ci affaire UDP waaye nañ xam fuñ ko emale fekk créetuñ that kind of atmosphere boo xam ne ni buggu ñoo gisante ay comme ni ma ko waxee rek bu mu oote national dialogue bi UDP was there mënoon nañ ñàkk a dem kenn mënu ci daal waaye meaning bugga nañ gis the unity of Gambians everybody want to see that waaye loolu dee na because xëy na that was not the intention xëy na bëggoon a wane wu rek parce que su fekkoon ne intention bi moo fa nekkoon konoon daf doon continuer yeneen wax yoo xam ne tey ñu ngi koy wax yëpp ñu ngi koy sànniwante ay kàddu warutoon a am.
Okay, so
okay, Honorable Kandeh, mi salminima mi yettima mi wima bismillah Sky Power miɗa yafno mi tardi seeɗa ko min famodirano e waktu o ha pare mi juulanno futuro mi hettinima haalama yooɗi feewi no feewi a haali ɗo ko heewi affaire leydi Gambie no foti yarude yeeso so a wi ne heddi lamɓe ɓe e hooreje leydi ndi pour wawa rendinde ɓiɓɓe Gambia fof na goto wawa gollude leydi ndi yaha yeeso a haali kadi politique o hande Gambia politique o no wari ni wona politique laaɓɗo par ce que politique o ne jilli e konnguɗi mettuɗi ne jilli e ƴattoje bonɗe ne jilli e hay yangol e yanodirgol so ɗum taki politique o ne tuuni no feewi ha pari leydi ndi yarude ɗum yeeso ne tardi no feewi a haali kadi ko hoɗum waɗi a bokkano e coalition 2016 o no wayno minen en fof min tikkannoma hen seeɗa par ce que miɗen yiyanno ko national call pour ngara bokka e coalition o a jaɓani kono a lerni ɗum hande min fof min paami min komi yiɗma lamdade ko comme ga an a yi politique o ne tuuni onon opposition jiɗi ko hoɗum gonɗon e wadde pour laɓɓinde politique o e pour hollude ɓiɓɓe leydi ndi ne dole ɗe koye juuɗe maɓɓe woni. Par ce que ɗo e ma arde Moustapha lamdino o wi ko hoɗum waɗi Gambian jiɗi ɗi darata leydi Gambia yiyata leydi Gambia comme wiyan min komi jibinande Gambia de kono Gambian naagu hewani e ɓernde mum hewani e hakkille mum e golle mum ko hoɗum gonɗon wadde onon opposition leader ji pour tinnude ɗum e nder Gambia.
Ay follow ko mbiyatmi tan minen opposition o waktu kam miɗen liggo pour min ganda keɓgen non changes heɓo nden kala ko arata ɗum ara par ce que systéme gonɗo ɗo o waktu mi yi'ani damal ɗo rewete ha unity noddeteɗo o ha ɗiɗo haalaji bonɗi fof ɗum arita mi yi'ani par ce que ko ka en ponno hedde yeeso pour yigol wondema ɗum ɗo acci he leydi he han si tawi woni ko an woni leader nde mbaɗata hunde fof a woppani Isa a woppani Salim a woppani Pate a woppani Jobbo I mean anything about national issue aɗa waɗa involve everybody aɗa yewtida e yimɓeɓe te si yimɓeɓe darima kaali haalaji bonɗi a darima a wi ɗum ɗo koko foti wadde stop beginning from your party nden a yiyat ɗum a continta kono na ɗum woni anni e mumen ka en because hay haala moƴƴa si a haali ɓe getoto ka waylidde ɓe mbatta ɗum haala monka exemple woni nde OIC summit o ari ɗo min mi windi e press I made a press release wondema we are calling all Gambian fi wondema mi tawto e laamu ngu but is a national issue nden noon kala ko ari ko fi leydi ndi enen fof heɗen poti darade kaɓɓen kecceje meɗen hanji en ko foti wonde ko woni nde jaami nde ɗum yonti e jii enen fof ker Fatou ndako Fatou network ɓe bindi wondema de security at the airport ɓe bindi wondema gila subaka ɓe ñamani ha kikiɗe they complain nde ɓe mbaɗi complain min bindunoɗo mbimi enen fof ɓiɓɓe Gambia nden ballodiren ha ɗum ɗo waɗa mi yii ɓe mbaɗi complain mi waɗi minne mi wi'i ok tawi ko noon wayi minne moɗan mi addat contribution am walitade security o kono ministre mu en agriculture o darima e meeting in Dobo o wi'i wondema min komi jiɗɗo waddirde laamu ngu e security o ayi moƴƴere am nde waylitama right te wona min windi to newspaper to o to ker Fatou network wondema soldatoɓe ɓe ñamani ko ka en kalani ko e maɓɓe nde ɓe kalta ɗum mi tawaka te koko winda aduna fof yii nden ko hono min mbaddidirmi laamu e security so they have a special group ɓe ganduɗa ɓen kam kala ko kalɗa tan ko tana ɓe cansat haala ka ɓe mbaɗa ɗum haala mon ka ɗum naɓata leydi ɓe balɗe mi wi'i wondema si Baro haali fi tattam on ko koyɗat ɗo ɗin koyɗi muɗum mbimi yo hawre mum an ɗum taw ɓe mbi duusano e jalti ɓe mbi kala ko heɓi Baro ɗo he 2026 komin waɗi responsible hay ɓe mayele haalaka ha janggo noon ko ɗon darato mi yi'ani kaɗo kam ɗum haalde par ce que mi haalani ko boni so just to tell you sifa on politique ñolɗo fof wallata hay président o hay si tawi haɗa jogino yurmede e président Baro janggo a wawata heɓde yurmede e makko si ala wonta dalila o si wona yimɓe wonɓe sera muɗum ɓe gabbi tan ɓe bonna yimɓe yaada ɓe kali haalaji bonɗi ɗum fotani won han si président Baro mo foti immade midɗi
a haali affaire tattam o mbiɗa so ɗum koye koyɗi o woni joni onon ko hoɗum gonɗon e wadde pour pour wadde ha o wasa darade e tattam o
ala min mbawa ɗum hadde darade because constitution o haɗani ɗum so yiɗi o daro laabi temedere kono noon miɗo andi ko addi end of the day ko giwaɗɗo tan so si o yiɗi o kono miɗen gandi ko tampere e lora ko wona ɗo ko miɗo andi noon onon e wonɓe ɓe diaspora oɗon ɗum gandi because han sa yi galleji temedere fof temedere etti ɓe kirtoɓe mbotto ko Allah he onon yaaɓe ɓe so onon e koye moɗon hoɗon gandi musendi ko wonton ko o waktu woni he leydi he moƴmo talking about those that are inside the country hande sa yehi to meɗen to rewɓe meɗen fof woni soppoɓe keri rewɓe Gambia fof hande surtout to ndi dowri kala ɗo jaaɗa rewɓe ɓe nde ladde tan ɓe coppa leɗɗe ɓe mbaɗa furji ɓe coppa keri ɗum meeɗa wadde in the history of this country enen en gandano hay coppugol kadi ko woɓɓe giwanno yas ngara coppa keri kono ɓiɓɓe Gambia surtout rewɓe ɓe ɗum meeɗa ɗo wat nden ɗum holliri wondema loro yimɓe ɓe lorima hande ko ceñjitoɓe jiɗi yiide
e joni lamdagol am caccitolngol woni ko hoɗum waɗi hoɗum mbiyata Gambian ji ɗi ko takata ɓe hokkuma laamu Gambia ko hoɗum mbaɗata ko gandanta Baro waɗani e laamu mum o ko woni wadde joni ko hoɗum waɗi Gambian ji ɗi ne fotma wotande carte pour gona président laamuɗa leydi ndi
min ko miɗo jogii heewi ko potmi wadde e ndi leydi te mi holliri exemple ji ɗi wondema ɓiɗɗo leydi fof ɓiɗɗo leydi haɗa jogii ko mbaɗɗa he leydi ma haysi a laamima ma a laamaaki han ko mbaɗanmi ko mi waawi ɗum wadde sakka simi laamima Gambia han hay gooto fotaani waldude hirtaaki hay gooto fotaani wondude heege because ko cohluɗen ko fof heɗen ɗum jogiiɗo leydi meɗen ɗo ndiyam na woodi leydi na woodi agriculture o ko ma dolɗine eɗen mbaawi wurnu ko emen mburne leyɗe goɗɗe Afrique ɗo ko hoɗum taki ɗum wawta won ɗeya balɗe ɓe gimmima ɗo ɓe laaroyde ngesa Hamidou Dia on ko neɗɗo gooto si on waawi wadde ko waɗi ko on laamu a yii e nder Afrique ɗo heɗen beltinori affaire agriculture no bete because if you look at Europe 20 to 20%, 12 to 20% are the ones engaged in agro-postal activities ɓe mburna koye maɓɓe ɓe mburna leyɗe kewɗe Afrique ɗo in America the same percentage ko ɓen jata to gese to enen in Africa 80% heɗen jata to gese en mbawa wurnu koye men han ɗi machine ji ɗi Hamidou Dia addi ɗo ɗi machine ji ko ɗi gawata ko ɗi ndemata ko ɗi coñata ko ɗi bojjata est ce que ɗi mbawa dogde ɗi doga ɗiroɓe ɗi mbawa dogde he leydi men hoko taki o neɗɗo goto wawi ɗum addu enen laamu men ngu wawa ɗum addu te kanko Baro nde o ari ɗo o tawno Yaya Jammeh ko boni Yaya Jammeh e bonki makko so wiyama no kala ko ɗum wawi wonde o addi ɗo more than 1000 tractors give it to farmers kanko nde o ari o jabtu wiɓe dow tractors farmers so GDC government will make sure that wondema ɗo ñamete gurdam neɗɗo ɗam ɗum ko ma ɗum weɓa te si yawti ɗon to sengo sukaɓe meɗen to leydi wawta wadde develop without skills what is the Gambia known for at least there should be something that kala nde mbiɗa Gambia wiye he Gambia wawi ɗum ɗo hande so a wi India the next thing you will think of technology or accountants a faami ko hoɗum Gambia andira mais malaikaji ɗi jippota ko mbaɗa ɗum create for Gambia ko enen mbaɗanta ɗum ko emen so we have to give our youth this required skill to develop this country hansi a wiɗo high contract liggagol lawol ko company Gambia hombo okketeɗo liggagol lawol is all coming from Senegal or Sierra Leone where are the Gambians hoko taki enen en mbawa heɓde ɗen métier hoko taki en mbawa o heɓde on skills and if you want to discourage this illegal migration I mean you have to create the skill opportunity for the young Gambians si a waɗi create on opportunity haɓe keɓiɗen gande create the market for them make sure kala government o ko sodata ko e juuɗe mumen sotta
ɗum woni gonga honorable a jarama
ɗum ko ɗum foti wonde you cannot discourage these young people for going through this Atlantic Ocean going to Europe to look for greener pastures when you have nothing to offer the European Union basically in 2017 o ɓe gokkinoɗo Gambia 11 million euros ko hoɗum hanno Gambia ɓangde haysi ko 400 young people naɓa ɗumen outside the Gambia for them to be trained in different skills ɗo Gambia kala han ko waɗeteɗo is everything is from Senegal it's like Gambia is not even a country is just a region. Then you look at the educational sector. And exams, everybody fails. High free education for girls in order for them iwi. It's not there. Hansi suka be mada jidi to the Gambia College. If you don't have $40,000, I mean, ala ko nyamda don't get that $40,000. So GDC government engarsi that on free education. Yes.
Okay, Kadim.
Yeah, Mustafa Baraka Bake, Honorable Onjarama. Obviously, Mama is very vibrant. Mama is a public orator. Somebody who has been taught by my very own uncle, Honorable Bubakar Balde. Alhamdulillah. Mol safudro ye wala nole. But Honorable, nte lafta purke nyinin kamen. At your age, you are still very young. Though 50, but in South Handikabi, you are still very young because I told him Baronio Lelbe age killing. Saying I told the plan Mumunity as GDC Purukajeko this coming 2026. Nimman Baro stop no Puruka law. I told the plan Mumunity Purukajeko party will bake kilometer we come with one candidate. Kaje ko ka baro bondi je ngaitan de Gambia dingol lako ngaitan de dunia bantala banko lako we would have term limit even when it is not in our constitution because baro ntenga believe lako at a draft constitution on natila until after 2026 because draft constitution on term limit obijele and no at a term limit on bondi jele kaitan de ko ala nyin current term for the kontila about that 2026 le na ganyeta I another 2031 nzavoko 2031 I lo 2031 na ninga ganyeta 2031 then wotuma modo sina that means atabe sanji mu wonne kela abe jamme badan only 3 years lela so at all as political leaders because I believe quali interparty committee totally al kakachale among yourselves what plans and strategies albe mune dada kang pour Gambianul ke bondi nying poro ni nying halako kono because many be domoro la baro noma wolu nanate la baro boje hana after 30 years la they will support it hana after 50 years la they will support it despite the fact that it only multi menu ka fonunko Jammeh has overstayed he encouraged self perpetuation be wol ka fo ko constitution man baro ban womo sifal womo kurun sifal men yalon ko be banko tinya kay be fansun na fa noma atol men yalon ko ali focus soto allamta pour banko e kana ali mune plan landi as opposition pal damal fawlu ka kacale ba number 1 number 2 nal ka kacha alla plan sol mu munel di pour kaje ko hanni mambaro stop no constitutionally but morally stop no by coming together. Thank you, Honorable.
Yes, barka bamba ela dia mosa tale adung yetonyale for fanang yaje this term limit issue in Africa amantara constitution la batukan koteke. I think more le fangole fenketa batata this overstay in power aketa Gambia or anywhere atarata constitution or not already Gambians are suffering. Ntol at party level, at GDC level, Ntambita futa party leader dolma put niye kacha adun kachal be continue kan inshallah kaje ko comme next election baro ntol ta balino la pour ayelo bari nak pour ay kara president koteke o tuta Gambian ko le bulu adun that strategy in Tolfana Fonga Woke at the election in this country. Enough is enough. Ntengamira nung tendung atenyanta wasalale Gambian Kolu Nimbara. I même promised Gambian Kola from 2016 to date. And then I'm first Tuskeje. With all that, Anyanta Fintela ka Gambian Kol Nimbara ka foeko ala barka. Alleged opportunity men din nkonun 3 years mbota 3 years ntata 5 years mbota 5 years nada 10 years ngamira wole ba nafala no mo jama dunia kono isa isa bari na lafita ka fam force amen o tuta Gambia dingol le bulu adun to fanante sila jang ko benna dingol singol ni bulo le lamfula konte fenkela. We are working on that the nim political party dolbe diamu kan adun inshallah ni wato sita dro fengo fe membe je Gambian kol ba moy lale. Thank you.
Quickly before you tambi yalong time limit nying comme ya fo nyameng saying molumang sulla constitution ya safi o aitara constitution kono molle batata saying man sayna IC fo ye bay at least eka tubabol gamen fo luntango ni nata jiala isay wato nasita e manyanna sonna e njati ye bay ya boy saying de paso felita e nyanda sarala leta so ndenga miracle malum fo ifana yiwoje because kabring adia muta ko jannia be man saya tulale fo ayaje ko honorable Dabo Fata atata wola bade to ayaje ko yewo bade then after asina man saya bula because adela dia moko na ko ni aja wo fo because woko abala cordal o alana flota yemira wole ma silandi wole atin aman la fika di sign because asila
anyina tamen Usenu Dabo damma man tara nyimbanko kono Usenu mo kilin neti Gambia kono so Usenu la ta o ma Gambia ding dol balu bali wala jang adun Usenu la ta o man tara atela bulo kono wo be mu kumolti me yalon ko amanjari ntolu
na nyinen karo mu minti wala yemira amansila comme like ni man sakunda do nata wolba kisi lale o ibala na flo busila bulu comme commissioner ke ya jammela yala
Mr. Jeng ntenga mera no nyil bekara na bari tol man karande itol men nata ya jammela na flo be busi yala account be freeze kala kordal be wafi fengo fembe ya jamme bulunu ya beta abulu itol be bisirin ka kordal sanka kolke ibula je ni tarata dulato e silanta e fiammira ye muneke fo ibe silan ni man ku ke ite silan like asise nyinin ka hanyita nyaadi pour kalo ya jamme fe mam fenti nya Gambia kono adun is my right amanke ko jututa dola wala tinambe man sa nyina hani bari na nyantole mu bari ni nga fenti nyano nyimban ko kono tete hanyela wokela
okay honorable Kukili ngolenje
so ngamira itol panang e nyante mira la baake men tambita kabring itol sita ye muneke adun isa lonko ni bota fana mune bekela
okay Kukili yen sula nyin ko baake eka fenkilin biye government political succession okay yalom president Adama Barrow anata la asita amonsong komi yafo ela dia mo ko neko amonsong ka wuli 3 years for amonsong ka wuli ay sanji lulu ke ama wo fana amonsong ka wuli sanji tam fana sita po ni ajibe Gambia political party nyatin ko jama political succession because ni ajibe GDC fana birin danga GDC long nga nyaton ka kilin na long wala muitati so malum fo atol fanan na patio kono luati je min safo ko nin dolo to ay do fu nin do boto ay do so GDC fanan dol ngete dam mal la face sudeje nim yamra imamra ni te fanan sita woto ibo si fala kala de comme ni sita presidency ranka
to tell you my brother Gambia jang ngamira I am one of those many term limit advocate since 2004 when we are the founders of the Pan-African Parliament. I was a member of the Pan-African Parliament. Nga advocate at the level of the Pan-African Parliament. Ko nintol lavita Cairo e sabati na Africa kono. We have to introduce term limit. Ya gente meta ka wofo. So for 65 kana be maje pati kono meye wo soto. Bari lual fanan jomañol le ka dada mol le ka dada. Wo mo kilingol na nata ito. Ko sa en patiol kono mbe wole fanan dundila je jomale sembo soto ka balan wola. Mamira. So, I mean, Mamira, Aneneketa in any political party in the history of this country, and not only in the Gambia, having in Senegal, our neighbors, in Nenemamoye. Because in Nenemamoye is no reason ko atekela. Atuta mole buludo. Atuta mole buludo.
You will advocate, ebo will advocate kang. Ima will take a sample of the more follow the me aleva follow congo. The meta nyin blale sign doena. Ima will yen doke it is a sample of the mole waterful.
Nenema mira lefang. Nenema mira lefang. Yaje. Because the national constitution will move document that may along Gambia Bele Tamu. That one you are talking about a particular political party, which is just a sizable number of people within the country. These are two different things. But come ya fonyamen, nteta fole ko nene ya mirale, nene ma mira. And that's the reality. But coming up for a mole constitution of dada. The same people need not to be go ilafta tekela tenne for falling the roiketek. I mean, for more less because at the end of the day, it is the people that decides. And at party level, at Congress, you don't like Congress, you follow like a formal sang. You follow like a formal sang, and every other member, ni Congress what was it, Momo Bejila ala pala. Dolka sanne. So, it is still a democracy. Mama Kandeh being the party leader or ntelenga party o form na kodolemu is no reason pour konte damale benyanta tarlaje onte damale right soto to vie for the position. Because the registration process ka bring abe kekang more willing tang and infeng wolle katol signé pour ntenga ta party o register. And I have only one voter's card. So 9,999 B wo mu Gambia dingoleti. So the party is not mine. Be in telemunyato sama dolem.
Me and Jakali, honorable. Kukili wala Jakali. Bidim pati lota for saying. For more than my lote fe purka foko afana lafta nyatong alafa GDC natong kayala.
Well, nyim fomo nga kuma se last congress le. Last congress in the 2020. No, 2022. Nga kuma se wala. So it is going to be a continuous process, and if anybody want to contest the leadership of the party, why not? No, more 20 years more bare pour aita o palaso atiye in our constitution. So it's open to everybody.
Your thoughts on IEC, Independent Electoral Commission, Ilamiro?
No, they are not independent electoral commission. They are dependent electoral commission. A particular political party is depending on them, and that is the ruling party. I call them that. They are not independent.
Why?
Because election 2016, it only left Nyimbanko Malala. Can rituals full announce. And then the man can Nyimbanko Adama Barrow. After 50,000 difference now is 18,000. Imagine you are Wartale Moro. Natara itele mune mirala. It only left Dimba Malala Nyimbanko Kodo. The last presidential election, Kabring Gambia keta Gambia ti inene ya mo president killing atebe win la from Koina to Katong a killing. Is that possible? Ye Senegalese all men nati from Dakar ke register Nyimbanko Kono. Is that not corruption? When they declared called registration closed tale, imuruta kalmol register Duma.
Jamal le okay.
IEC. Munati tol man song petition UDP petition put before the High Court. Munatina High Court man lafi kawdiamo just taking an excuse of how to call it technicality that the president was not notified. The president was not notified, bari ala loyal nata kiti bungoto. Muna wol nati je. Along these institutions, these two institutions, like a dimbama like in Africa. That is the electoral systems in Africa and the justice system. Ni election sita dorong ila tereto lota. Amunta ko tia senelan. Ni election sita dorong itol be. That is the justice systems and the electoral system ila tereto lota. Because na manke woti. Munatina adun kabrin registration o kumaseta. Until I have started complaining. I gave an example of Nema Kunku. Nkwego ni atara Nema Kunku ye 5,000 people voters register kenunde in 2010. After 15 years or 10 years, ali registration okay moltalata. Woketa nyadile. And Kabring, I raised the question, raised the concern. How what people migrated to where? Itata mintole. So a number mentioned in 2010. In a number mentioned is far less than that.
This
so
is a real concern.
Election the last election la Sunya Robe Keta started during the registration process.
So last
election before the next election. The Minister of Works, this Mr. Honorable Silla, during the campaign, even long before the election.
Yeah, can I comment quickly?
Yes.
Last registration on nga UDP la member soldier yake ila dokoti anila sulul kata registrational dulal to kamek soko minu registrata wolmu banku dingol leti andonge banku kaitu kendol le soto minu manyan register la ye wol bayle inata wol baro fanata wol kumandimano ay todo le dila black and si fanyadi so munatina party dol make comme UDP la member sol yake nyame because ni party will be yake wonya probably
we were also monitoring the registration process.
Well, okay, but for me ngami running party will be okay
during the registration process.
Okay, but for me ngami running party will be okay.
I think you're getting some incoming call, Honorable.
Yeah. So yano ika for election or ibuka sunya
Yeah,
election day.
My battery is even going down. Like I'm 9% now.
Okay.
During the registration process, mang station will be cover, but we were also on the ground. Kabjibe Jomanyo lebe registrar, but the chiefs, the alcalos, ye use lebake purka stampolu ke kaitol bala so that those people will be registered. Asiata bake wolye menke wolatina. We at the GDC, we want to come up with this digital and digitalization system. We have to get these chiefs issue away and in the alcalo stampol on birth certificates. Until then, we can never stop this kind of corruption. Because it can only use Dulal Bele to near Kaito Stampedro, Kata IEC, yeta ye register. For where stop the wrong?
Mustafa mbe Honorable Kandeh Tentula Bake. Yaje, ayinyo dula memfa kumayata bakele registration of non-Gambians. Okay, mbe example di la Kombo Manduar. Kombo Manduar nimbe hakilo bakan 2021 registration fitina baketa je. Manduar musate kilinete mobile along. Bari just because ya honunko mole ya jame sata letaro la kafae ko Manduar wolof menu baby je APRC lamu so mpana mako nga kem fansun sate woti anata fo wajuare letter di one Mr. Sekala pour we ke alkaloti alaji Seka pour we ke alkaloti Manduar wolof bari woketa alkaloti le bot kabiring wo time nsafo 2014 akita alkaloti among act ibeka registration okay with the alkalo membe manduar sate bakono wole kake main alkalo nyinti ibeka registration okay nyola. When these people start kalunta on register, a lot of them came through Kazamas kana manduar. He left a puru alkalo membe manduar wolof where fansun tabulo londi aka attestation di molla youth soul balanda ye paramilitary le kije. And I remember Honorable Mama Kandeh made a statement kaita niko look membe caring banko kang IEC should step in ka mitigate ndenga wo remember le manki manduar tatide or nga remember le for was it Wuyundum or Malon Kombol atodung para to ma de. Honorable Mama Kandeh made a statement. I cannot mangbulo no akang which one area. Maybe I may explain the wolem. But nga remember le bari même for mu major problem to Gambia. Honorable intelafte nyin kala men. IEC, you believe ko imang ke independent electoral commission. I share that belief. Because a lot of proofs ko IEC was complacent, membe keta nying registration process. In fact, suto bale mun kata inimma singolu more register outside the registration process. Anu atekeno la ko one political opposition party da male sa be keleno. All opposition parties should have put their hands on deck. Kaje ko nga fero be kata mbe kuntula nyato nyame. So IEC dumbete moment right now, there is a very serious scandal there. And nungajele ko mansakunda me dabula je ilafta let the law takes its course. What would be your take for the IEC chairman?
And in fact, Bamba, not according William.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't know. Ila voice katale de mbuke moi.
Maybe ala Gambia long no ade ala voice from abe mute left.
Abe mute le.
I think you're on mute, Honorable. You're on mute. Even on mute all along.
Yeah, go ahead, Honorable.
It's on mute, Lano.
Yamba on mute, but it's frozen.
Atikeno call them. Atikeno it was
because
a
he has 9%. Yemila and Nana that they can't deal like wrap up before.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, But I've been mute lemma on mute now for some reason. Definitely on mute now. Right.
Maybe call them.
Yeah. Oh, Gambia, for the Gambia, our homeland. As is bedering back,
Police keba mune fojim koto assist atol be mu police hotel al mamande.
Yaro.
Yanni assist bina kukili wala insula nyinko kono. Molka fu sunyaro la keke mama kat la fa janga e mako e janto bake isa janga nyinku lolo. E ka sunyaro ke nyame ani ka mol sambana nyama ke register nyame o insula bake Aziz.
Suleiman, I told Mustafa, I think I can come in there. Menka ke sunyaroto wala mu tefol ka alkalo lu yamari urmo ning anata kabe register la na sede fula soto alkalo nyantale e stampo diala ya register. Okay, ka sede fula soto even hani wulo kono wote koleal because ninta be NPP misal pe
honorable so
yeah, honorable Natal, honorable he's back.
Yes. Na in connection or in mobile or candidate demanding, and I don't know why. But anyway, take a mem for IEC ngamira hanini jomale kije as long as President Ole Bala mo tombon naka kije pour que IEC règle abe kole alale. So what we as politicians nyanta munekela ntolbe nyantan la nyokang kaje ko any other registration process ngan ni ole laje ngan nan yo laje ko men nyanta kela wala be kela. That's the only way mba kela. The other thing is election day wo bukela ntolbe la responsibility leti ka make sure ko IEC ate dimba malala nyim banko kono, because left of them alone nyin ka banko be malala le, because it only instead of them being independent, for they are the referees and they are here for every Gambian, especially election wato and registration wato hani ite bango itol ma wojibe ibe fang associate la with a particular political party, which is not correct. So Bamba MM4 is exactly munebeke kanyim banko kono, especially nanata for registration watola. Evidence all men gadata before with the petition that was put by the UDP, because Nika Kachale, Domandi men bantol bulunga ke bulu, it all a petition or dada. Evidence all men gadata asiata bakele. Adu moti jang nyim banko kono mensi was so no. But imagine imansong keso ediamu matani yeta accord, but it was evidence, and there is nobody member for like woman soto. So it only alo muneke. But it all fana ngalo mune be caring right now. It all be siri munekang. Janning election or inshallah be wo wanyar lale. Adu ni registration so bekala. Ntol ning IEC lem.
Yo, makoy dukare. Lafte yen listener nen viewer yam makoy jang. IEC ikat mun tapale yale ke ikat tapale yake nyadile honorable Kandeh.
Nga kama nga fo nyame ila tapale abe commencer ta registration note, because at the first place it be more register la yalon ko it nil manke Gambia dinti. Secondly, it be more register la before the registration starts. Thirdly, it be more register la after declaring that registration have closed. Munati na albe obekela itoli yalon ko ibe menke kan amanke silati. When you declare that registration is open, every Gambian have the right to register. You end up declaring again registration is closed. Ngamira anyanta close la. But why underground registration? Adu ye minim masinol men nati during the last registration process. Masinol be kilinti je membuka kandi. Near 50 voters card register isa for ko masino candidate. So people keep on trying and trying and trying. Every day for almost 3-4 days. They tell you to ibuka voters card sotono. Quickly, as you know, Gambians, they will get discouraged. So it is a form of discouraging people. Kabri told me they were having a contract with this company. Company Nyanta Alon Naleko, they are going to register more than 1 million people or almost 1 million people. So they should not give us machines media lonko. If you start to print kafuko machine or candidate, they stop all the printed. Wobe manyana kela.
Okay, but say you say full ning alkalol for full cool kono. Wolka se mozuru ye nyadil.
It all like a some kaitol tampe. It all like a kaitol tampe. Ni momo nata it all lebe mol natila. Munati na pickleball be mol yorina. Wato wati ke why was it na molu fangoli really ko ni mu il rol la nyanto leti ye wuli et have register voters card nini. Why NPP motor le beta kata mol bondi na dulal to kenati ka kata registration no. Why?
Akumada, what do bake?
Because registration amanke NPP 30.
Saying.
Amanke NPP 30, amanke GDC 30 is a Gambian thing. So munatina
Aziz?
Yes, Honorable Baraka Baki. Dama la buga deloti gannaaw tuuti parce que man maa ngi discover the honorable in you. Am na lu ma xam ci yow mooy sa déggu te loo gëm ci ngay taxaw moom ngay wax donte ne sax doo ànd ak ñu bari te loolu muy lu ma rafetlu ma dégga tey li nga wax ci challenge si am ci suñ political landscape man de ci suma xalaat bu ndaw dama yaakaar ne political parties yi ak nu ñu mun a prepare pour confront the IEC fii léegi electoral reform amut we will go back to the same thing tey reform si ma yaakaar ne tey moom la ñu soxla mooy reforms yi nga xam ne all stakeholders in IEC dinañ fa am a seat. IEC could remain as it is, why not a supervisory body comprising of all political parties yi nga xam ne dañ register for that particular election nañ am representative foofu. Beneen reform bi ma yaakaar ne war nañ koo mun a def mooy ci suñ local authorities yi. As long as government bi ñooy fal alkali te ñoo leen di fay weer bu dee luñ leen def loo dinañ ko def. There is no security of tenure. Loolu laa yaakaar ne politicians yi war ngeen cee taxaw xeex ko. Reform yiñ soxla ci IEC not only independent waaye na am an independent oversight body boo xam ne is going to be comprised of civil society and political stakeholders. Lan mooy sa xalaat ci loolu ma wax wala yan reform nga yaakaar ne moom mooy mun a jooyanti jafe-jafe
li nga wax noonu is the best. Li nga wax noonu fooguma ne idea dina am bu ko raw. Nu ñooy boolooyee nekk benn as politicians and political parties ñu make sure ñu challenge the Independent Electoral Commission bu ko defee fair play am.
Wow.
su fekkee ne ñoom rek a fay nekk that every political party must be represented. Sudul loolu billahi dinañ taal dëkk bi man foofu laay waxee because lu ñu def li passé ñaari lifin yëpp yu passé dootuñ ko nanguwaat. te inshallah dinañ toog as politicians ñu ne neen ñu toog ñu boole suñ xelaat yi ñu approach IEC and any other institutions be in national and international dinañ leen approach to make sure ne free fair transparent election dina am ci Gambia te fekk du IEC moo war a nekk suñ obstacle.
Exactly.
The other thing is example li comme li nga wax affaire yi chiefs yi governors yi last lady councilorship elections yi dañ ne pour jigéen yi la and it is called to be non-political ne this is purely for women waaye bu ñoo select fii chiefs yi la governor bi alkalos yi ba pare dañoo seet jigéen boo xam ne ni waa NPP la ñu instruct ne jigéen boobu lañu war a def throughout the Gambia from A to Z ñoom ñoo fa nekk keneen amul benn kaddu bi mu war a wax ñun rek a fi suñ jigéen ñi rek a fi binda petition copy ko to the IEC copy the American Embassy copy the European Union High Commissioner here copy everybody boo xam ne ni war nañ laa copy because ñu ngi deny the women their right pour Sénégal seen boppa kan lañ soxla. For example, in Jimara, si kër chief bi lañ defee selection bi. I can forward you videos whereby women gather for more than 200 women pour select seen lady councillor ñu deny them access to that compound.
Oh, please,
Please
send me that video, please.
We have it. I'll send it to you. So li xew ci Gambia bi fii dafa métti. Kon it is now our responsibilities as political leaders ñu come together ñu challenge anything loo xam ne ni surtout ci wàllu IEC loo xam ne ni ëllëg dina mun a jur loo xam ne ni bëgguñ ko ci suñu réew. Soo gisee the last election all these head of state ñoom Obasanjo ñoom Goodluck Jonathan yëpp wàcca fi ñoom John Mahama di ñaan nit ñi buñ protest because they know exactly what happened li xew ci dëkk bi du dëgga lu tax ñu ñoo ñaan pour buñ protest because dañ xam ne suñ protesté at that moment yaaxu dafa am ci Gambia. Kon anybody ko xam ne ni tey taxaw na wax na ne Gambian politicians are not peace loving man dama laa weddi because of the love that we have for peace and tranquility for our country loolu moo tax génnuñ waaye nag loolu dafay continue every time da nga war a capitalize on that ne Gambian si dañ bugg a peace Gambian si loo leen wax rek mun nañ koo muy suñ fu mu nekk nii foog naa ñëpp ses nañ si miir bi kon balaa anything happens li ñu war a def rek mooy as you said, Aziz, ñun politicians dañ war a booloo ñu put our ideas together said naka la ñoo challenge IEC to make sure that there is a fair play.
Honorable Jerejef, Sol, fu mu nekk nii
Yes,
waxtu bi dem na trop balaa batterie am bi di dem.
Wow, wow.
Well,
Finally,
I
then,
have 7%.
Yeah, your
okay,
final
bi
thought.
moom du mun a lifin. So ñu bàyyi la rek yow nga round up li nga wax Gambian si pour li waral gars yi war laa sànnil 2026 pour nga nekk président.
Sol Halpular.
No, Bala Pular, no. Bamba Bala Pular, Honorable. Bala Pular, I would like you to summarize for us in any language, in Wolof or Mandinka or Fula. All this problem is happening. Yung problem of caring. And then, ite amira Honorable, yo, Sister Justice. Yamiran se nying ko jar problemo jara no nyaadi la nying yalo yifin hate nyin nyonene anyanta bannale sang ning nyonene continue yifin hate badole fuaro le ka bata ko kono jama fuaro le ka kumbo musole
lolu fofu la ñëwé sa Bamba because nahate bi dafa doy why Gambia ci foog na dañ leen reduce to level boo xam ne ni is zero. Everybody is poor. Fan yi dégg ngeen lu gaay di def ci àll bi wax naa ko sànqa ne Barrow mu ne mu ngi indi projet gambaate xaalisam su ku bokkut NPP doo am. Everybody is rushing there di fay $150 for their membership card. So register 50 people in URA, 50,000 people in URA. That alone is $7.5 million. Su leen delloo 3 million ñu ne ko Barrow moo leen indil li so naxaate bi dafa doy. Te am na dëkk yoo xam ne $600 whole dëkk $600 lañ leen jox loolu lan la miin so lu ñooy naxee suñ ndaw yi te dama ko wax ma ne Gambian youth si waruñoo xaar politicians si football ak vest wax naa loolu weda gis nañ Mama Kandeh ono ñoom ñu ngi play seen football ñu ngi am seen vest so Mama Kandeh being a politician su ma ñëwee si ndaw yi naa leen wax lan laa am what do I have for the Gambian youth what do I have for the country moo gën ñu ngi may laaj ay t-shirt ak football keroog bu ma waxee loolu again a minister dafa taxaw mu ne man maa ngi tuutiloo youth si ba ma wax ne buñ bokk si sport waaye dama foog ne politique bi passé na pour affaire mbana affaire palaat ak affaire toogu buñ naxee nit ñi yu cheap yooyu that's too cheap. So gisee during elections a ruling party nga sarse sa ay pick up xaalis kon gomuloo sa boppa gomuloo ne li nga liggéey doy na nit ñi ba ñu war laa saanil karta because su fekkee ne gom nga ne liggéey boo xam ne ni nit ñi dinañ la naw nit ñi dinañ la support ci li nga liggéey kon jarul ngay sarse ay pick up xaalis guddi ñu ngi lay daaxee ngay bribe nit ñi for them to vote for you. So meaning we have a lot to sensitize our Gambian people, especially the electorates. You guys try our best. Why? The media also have a very, very, very important role to play. So we are counting on you also. Pour ngeen eggee ko suñ doomi réew mi ñu nañ leen sensitize ay mbana toogu ak palaat ak football ak vest loolu bu mu nekk any reason pour nga follow a particular political party because li nga war a sentu dafa war a passé loolu. ñu ngi nii di waxtaane affaire about the Spain agreement that they had with Gambia. Why are they telling Gambians exactly what is in that contract, what is in that agreement?
Sorry, Honorable.
I mean the Europeans.
Dama bëgg a interject tuuti pour nga continuer.
Waaw.
Xam naa ne waxtaan bi tey du jeex. Man li may ñaan ak ni waxtaan bi neexee ak lim amee solo.
Waaw.
Nañ consider ne tey segment bi is the political side of the things. Ndax mun nga ñoo jox another jamono nga ñëwaat pour ñu wax the governance aspect of it. Loolu laa doon ñaan parce que waxtaan bi neex na te am na solo.
Inshallah. I'm all yours.
Jërëjëf. Continue.
Jërëjëf Aziz.
Kontaan naa trop.
Mr. Jammeh.
Honorable, thank you very much. You know where to find me. If you see anything law hamne, if in Nahate like the no, we'll talk about that in details. After program. Thank you for your time. Bamba, your final thoughts in summary. Aziz, your final thoughts, and then Sol, your final thoughts, and then we'll leave Honorable to go.
Well, Mustafa, Puruka Honorable Kandeh tentu dorong konte dalta kela nyame. Ndol dolu buka fake. Because Honorable Mama Kandeh ndolbe karamo kilengole soto. Walanti nala kul mulunta andu mole mati me alon kon katula fola mole nan ko look, Gambia man lack. Ndolla problème mu menti wala mu ñenti ko Gambia man genuine modol fanam ben kono wolu ka tinnale molu ka jutu politician le bu kala politician because mol men ya lon ko bi ite ko system o mam ya lon ka mantar beteare just because you are just craving for position ye place so to yena ye yelema falakas like a snake yena ye kuma dobe fo kuma me ya lon ko ite kilimo le kawo kuma kilimo kele non andu nan kilimo le ka fa manke ko imari ifatale wulita ko tanke ko Jesus Christ or whatever bari ite kilimo le ibam tara faare ibe balurine ite kilimo le kawo kuma sifal fo andu ibuka malu fan ka fo in public nte wokan jahali politiko kono le andu nte ngamira politician o be ni momo ya lon ko ite ko genuine tale ite mari manyan na kala moti me ya lon ko kunu ite la ba falan dundum bi ite la ba falan dandang ni ye moje me ya lon ko ina be nyoka man ku kendo ke afai that is okay. But Honorable Mama Kandeh mbaten tula bake mbajayla na mantara political party killing. Yes, but Mama Kandeh is somebody me along Conte. I believe he has a good heart and I believe he has a genuine desire to see a better Gambia. That's all I can say, Mustafa.
Would you switch allegiance to GDC, Karim?
No, I would rather want Mama Kandeh to join the UDP.
Honorable Barry Vandal, and then he's getting dark, we better let him go, Honorable, thank you very much. Your final thoughts, Thank you,
Mr. Jamme. I appreciate everything. Kunsewota bake kontan na torop me weltima. Comme Bamba ya fo nyamen dorong, ngamera wato sitale pour nsulata men na banko kono ngake adun tol dammale sa keno. I will encourage Gambians also in the diaspora role men soto be men pleno la na banko kono awarata le bake bile mu dorong dolbe lola ka foko diaspora mol manke fenti bari wati tambita tol dammale ka foko jannin fano be kala ka nyoni nin kala diaspora e munef wala bu Bamba e men fo jandron alon politico Bamba amanke faniati politico amanke nendiriti politico amanke yelemati momo ka woke wo kala jikole yitandi wo amuma momenti aka wole yitandi so ndoldo angele natara opportunity dammale mu o fendrone mu nga domandingo men kata nyim banko kono ntakela and dinkandi membe na suwo kono na nafulo be kunta jele satara moma kala mu adu motem forcer la pour nga fentke because a manque obligation din kanko molia fo nga ke iye but as a Gambian I believe ko momo ay fenne soto abe men contribute nola pour kadim banko sambanyato. As we are speaking, I'll told be sirin jambi, I'll be sirin ka Gambia kuo kacha, so you are contributing your quota. So do fanam be wole kan. Wokola be men fola doron ka mo Gambia dingol be nimbara, especially those fanam melbe GDC, melbe nanyin programo moy kan, be konton kan be nimbara kan, mo be dawota nyin dunia kono. Ka foe ko na Congress wato financita, that is on the 28th of next month. Wale muna National Congress ti nyinang abekela inyani in the CRR North. Inshallah mbe molbe invite laje mbaje kam lafta ajela ko we have a very successful National Party Congress. mbe politician on be nimbarala mbe Adama Barrow fango nimbarala mba kontonna mbe Usenu kontonna mbe Halifa Nyasalla nyol be everybody ntol be nyantalon nako this Gambia is our Gambia. We have to put Gambia before any other interest, and Gambia should be first. Ninga woke wrong nte mistake kenola because natanga Gambia tarajang metala nga Gambia tujang Gambia beloringa noto wrong abukata hali dulato. So meaning ninga Gambia tambindi diro mistake tekelaje bari ninga na fansung fero or na fansung interest tambindi diro we will always go wrong adum man la fika woje because kilinti jam memba for la membe lola ka fo mbe banko malalale. But as he said ku jama be nyato kasa nyanta men kachala adon inshallah we will create the platform pour menga kacha nyato so that membe jang ani membe kono adun ntefana membal kono mbalona because we are also learning from you. So I thank you so much ngal nimbaram be duala li albedame to ko ala santiri ala sima en jata kende adi Allah.
Honorable Kandeh, I think I'm impressed. I'll be considering GDC. They will consider that.
Thank you.
UDP could love but I think I'll be considering GDC.
Inshallah. Thank you so much.
I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed. Yeah.
Right. Yes, Sol, your final
Sol,
thoughts.
it had a GDC or it had a UDP. Neither NPP is more important.
I think Mama Kandeh has cleared a lot of doubts in my mind because I wrote to him in 2016 Purka encourage I joined the coalition. And Amanna joined, but he made it very clear Munatina Aman joined, and I think any reasonable person would agree ko Naya lead nung because I mean for he's young and he still has political ambition and yantamin achieve. So Naya Nasontanung Awilta. That means after 3 years Abejilale he would be inactive for a time before I come back Kotenke. And he is one of the politicians, Mialonko, disaster Keta Daoda in the country. He would be one of, if not the first person, he would be one of the first Kataraje. Couple of years ago, Kauru Kabrin Flood Ninketa, he was the only one Mintataje in Nata Uchocho government Fanan Nata Labanji. And we've seen him did that several times. Akaboholo Ning sing, provinces all kono in the Combo and on other areas. It's like usually politician or ibuka for her them oppositional ibuka tax so we cannot do this, we cannot do that. So at Mangwoje, he is reaching out and he is using his resources and in particular resources the project Gamal Law Gambia. And he spoke about Musola Bata sign. And I mean for Akosanita, especially provinces or Musole Katara Wulo Kono, Iteleka Lol Kati Yirul Kati, Kakembol Jani, and stuff like that. So Wobe Akayitan Musol be Batari Nyaming Gambia to sign. And I kufanang reveal me alonko, I silang okay, Anyanta Mol Silang de la Bake. Because Yamika Fono Mole, if you don't support me, I will not bring development here and there. But ngajeko I mean for NPP is forcing people who accept ila party or ila membership na ningunte ite kujamal kel I let it do ming example ming for Mia lonko village nimbe laftanala pour woli ya sanction ya boycott namang accept ka join NPP wo sila wartal de because ibuka mo force ay tara dula to amam pare katara dame so
Yeah, that's scary, yeah.
So that's really bad politics. Alung manya ka sonna wala.
Ndedal, I'm really impressed. Adung ninsa sotala nimma mosoto on for next weekend. Nsa samana because na menje be na the political side of Gambia lefo. But there is the governance, the corruption, and all whatnot.
Mustafa, nte komba fola kuro because the sign better momento Gambia la problemo is more of morality. More the moral conscience is being on the attack. In South Africa, people are losing morality. But there is a political party in the Gambia called Moral Congress Party. What are they doing? What are they doing to encourage morality?
Yes. Bamba, I think we will reach out to them. But I wanted us to analyze Ninyi Nakacha B.
Okay.
What did we take away from it? Ntefe, I point Fojang, malum fomolia moy back. Mune atina among coalition or join. Amira Konae join no, Jame will win. Because Munemu, ate mol men soto from APRC. Adu wolu amanke koi mantadula soto de. But they don't want UDP or the other parties. So nintaran my coalition or join will be muru na jamme yale. Malu fali je moy back.
Yeah, we heard him.
So our stand alone is what brought about the change. I never thought of it from that perspective. Whether it's true or not, but it makes great sense. No, I do for Nenekafu about the dialogue. He made a point government should take the lead in calling for peace and stability. Yes, every political party has a responsibility, but he always, member at the leadership is the one that sets the tone, sets the agenda. Mobe is a reference point. If you have a leader or a political party, Mayor Lonko, they are not interested in reaching out to other people. Yaje ka stability achieve abe kole ala back. Sonte ala kacha impress back.
Mustafa Yalonte, I have said it before, Honorable Kandeh Gdc. Ntolmeni Yalonko, we have been advocating for ages for Kajame dislodge. Biring aboindi ntol jama mo jama ya mira ntol nga jamme boindi. Okay, bari ntenata sile ngan analysis ke ka jube ko biring IC funtudana ko ye mistake ko leke karte oto dobe je nyanta wala la barota kan ye mella barota kan wole fenketa ye de yo bondi je amulundi jammeta kan nata ba jammeda menna almost 18,000. Nga singa wo comparison le jube ko 18,000 ani Mama Kandeh men soto almost 70 something thousand votes. Ni Mama Kandeh joint a coalition kan ni akoleata nyawnya Mustafa 20,000 meya long ko I wolle bonni na APRC might go back. So nintol nga nyinda 18,000 ba Mama Kandeh la 70 something thousand tadaje almost 30,000 bodaja kafata jammema. We might still be in the Jame administration. So nte ka wole fonunko nte coalition of fonola nte barola ganyo fonola leaving Mama Kandeh out. Afana despite among joint coalition auto, he also contributed in bringing about the change.
He's the kingmaker.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
He contributed very immensely. Until we got the highest majority as a coalition, and I have exactly like it wole nyama. For Momo 70 delegates, some parties almost 70 delegates also to know. Ya fon tolle konye ko alin na molto monye. Ngam fon la molto monye nati. And that is exactly what happened.
Yes.
Because mol menu nata puru kana representation ola. Ndolunga majority soto already when our candidate was Barrow. So time lafta menkela no wole muka make so Ahmad Bala candidate ala delegate solo kadoro bonni jeke ye karto fay Barrow e aning Halifa Salata. Ahmad Ba we got 10 Halifa Salah we got 5. But Bolonim Bojang, late Bolonim Bojang, Almane Manin Kafarkelai, Yala Fanamu candidate Lenunu at that Congress. Afanamu candidate Lenu. Bolonim Bojang, there was a split. bolondin na molu kala kilimo majanko yo lunati wolu kafuta baroma to ndol nga may fati soto nga Henry Gomez soto nga UDP soto nga PPP soto wol momo 70 delegates yalon ndol nga majority soto already. Even before going to the Congress, our candidate Barrow was going to win. Yo bari mama kande ka nyimmem fote niya jube ya korosi dunta kono ya kisikiti bake ibaje la ko tonya mama kande ndolbe la firi wo time ko ay kafumma including Suleiman Jeng and many others mbebe la firi nungake big grand coalition, but it would have been disastrous. Because niya jube with all our strength man jamme bute no ko lafta bute la nyame ngada menna was a very minimal margin. And Walantin na biring cartel fighter sonda at the initial stage, but biring IC na tay koy mistake ko like in the tallying akamanso. But Mama Kandeh took a very bold step. Atata purka jame meet State House to mitigate. And Sidinjai nyol sita Otuma Sidinjai was the information minister, and this sita lani kachata kajube, but Otuma all they are not ready for any compromise. Olbe every minute they have the military backing. Tojarol be bakane. Tojarol would make sure that this barote kalendela Gambia. So kujamal leketa, but all of a sudden baro me alonko Mama Kandeh jube aning APRC Sanji Jelu yoleke less than 15 years. Inana buka Mama Kandeh moy come out and attack APRC openly. But baro me alonko aning tol 20 something years biya man jaw soto mentam bitan tolla. So ni Mama Kandeh ko barole fitino nati Gambia. I agree 100%, Mustafa. Because obviously Barrow Katara Sirim platform abe lowering as president of the entire country. Ala moluka microphone ta kantol neng. Ika valenga bati ya kumandi. Ye bukarabo kosi. The president, the head of state, for Emmanuel Lonko, the president who ganyeta foka pare. He is no longer a political leader. He is a national leader. Anyanta kila banko bela president. But no president foka lead at a fola katambi nyato kaje ko man jawsoto na manke opposition party card. Mbaje la ko opposition party yo la nyato ko abe falale anunte bola manse ala fona afata anunte ala fala mama kanyande mbita ala fonga lola kaburo kundongaje ya bade otumale mina banko nyen side. That is not an insult to UDP, that's an insult to Gambians many kato paye. Because nite kaita do la ko sai ndebe te moment don si kutale. Sanji sabaye wala fo yo baye sanji lulo banko be sonda sanji lulo botale karto fay 2021 ye sanji tango soto and itela ko self perpetuation rule wala na jamme banko be tinyal tela fo baro nyin alafta time limit men dundila o time limit nyin alafta dundila pour mo dole bambari ate man nyanna bokala o time limit kon Gambia non nyanta ka nyene ka Mustafa ala bara
yanim bida no bukan ela fen ko fa min keda actually interestingly more you got quite a lot of very close to 200 people on YouTube, very VIP, over very close to 200 on the YouTube. Facebook is like, I don't know, 42 people watching live and 62 people standing on the window. Always hearing fans or like 62, 40 watching live, 62 fans auto. YouTube 127. So if you put that together on the radio audio 46, about 300 people began the mi along Cominciara Woti. Ibela Moikan Kumakaola. Akumara Baka Malamina Molka that are sitting on the window. I'm not sure why I'm in the Molka okay because video impress, you know. Malo can have been a lot.
Mustafa Jamabeje civil servants all Lamuika Silale.
Okay, you got quite a few on the window, but YouTube yalo wo aka tandile la full name, you know, quite a lot of people, about 140 people will be YouTube. And
kana bambala moy yudi pinko lem yalo ye mol boycott iman la fi kana mol ye je inatal so ite le katoro window.
Oh my god. Are we live or the backstage right now?
We are still live.
Live, but saying final thoughts.
Analysis or a better at a back because this is what we need to pick on. In conversation on him, but at least we can do a little, you know, cool on pick so that audience is understand.
Yes.
Mama Kandeh mention a lot. Kabringa ni kafula kangoto. Guy munati na Gambian ol nyanda carte file. So he started saying the things that he is doing, saying when he is not in power. And na tarata power to abe mintambita wol abe olekela. He cited youth soul, for example, bagwenying ako EU about 11 million lady nung Gambian nola for youth soul. So he example mean the munati na hani for youth government nyimman will taye samba Europe or America so that they can learn special skills yena muru, and then they can help and support ila collect soul at home. Or a project solo me alongo ibe youth soul encourage like stay at home instead of risking their lives through the back way. And he also mentioned ako Gambia in around the world ikata munela doya for Gambia they are very good at this. Let's say for example welding or building construction or technology or scientist or mathematician or ako what ye mi alonko ye Gambia identify ni wala. Ako for example India nita ada mostly they will say the Asians are good at technology. Dr. Sol Siata and was he fall. So he also looked at construction industry. Ako contract Jamal BJ government Gambian ibuka di Gambian dingol. For example, I wrote construction all use. Go jama mu Senegal even though ika Gambian dul employee bari ila expert soul and Jamal ila employee Jamal mu Senegal solid. So what kuno minukana wukamuru Senegal to develop Senegal at the expense of the Gambia. Naya taranung ye plan soul and in project soul loan the mea lonko Gambia dingol youth soul in particular, will be benefit la wall. Any contract soul nata, for instance, they would use them. Like you look at the army, for example. Imantara tala kilola and stuff like that. So besirinje inyanta specialist soul sotolale. Engineers or minia lonko, they are good at fixing cars. These are good at fixing the motorbikes. Or these people, these soldier role, they are specialists in construction. Designing building designing, construction, and plumbing, electricity. It's a government jobs Jamal. Deniba di la mola isi amisol contract no alina al laftanyin silola or laftanyin buildinola alnanyin designol ke instead of paying private people huge amounts of money, you can get this from the army. And the same with the police as well. Inyante train la yes specialized. They have these skills because among ke uniform odun drong yeta si officer to the whole day be atayamingola or you go out in the beat maybe an hour or so in a sea officer and do nothing. Because Ning is specialized in these skills. Isaje Kujamal Bije, Ning funding in Nata, instead of a foreign expert alta, is he Gambian citizen alta? He spoke about agriculture. Ako Yaya like Kube, Yaya has at least invested a lot in agriculture. And I several varieties all nati, like rice varieties all. He brought so many wild animals there, in the Kanilai, Zunying. So will be say Mumalung will be damning. Alanin soul, different cattle soul, breed soul, I will nati. Will so Amaduja, I will for sign. Amaduja, I rice field also the way Masingol nati. I'm Masingol nati, Masingol mini alonko. It's like Willeka cool fee, Iteleka harvest. Binde. So if one individual can do that, how about the state?
Suleiman Yamira, Gambia government, that's the opportunity that they missed in 2016. But even starting from Yaya Jammeh, Yaya had a good plan of feeding Gambia, but the approach was not good. The kind of land mengaya soto aning aka seno menkeje ning taranung be aya organized in such a way that it's a company. It would have created employment and the yield would be so high. But yaya muneke aka civil servant told later, voluntarily or involuntarily, to go and spend time working there Kamolu Bondinang all the way from Kasama, so idle. 1,000 people in Yanta
Sunyaro talata. Ni aje bita mansa kundala fengol sunyala. Ame samba bindeola.
Bari Suleiman Nkamemfo. Each of those farms, ninga organize, handing privatize. The yield will be more. So, in Mansa Kundaye Munemis, after Yaya Tata, Yaya La landed properties is a maintained for agricultural purposes. If you give some of those farms to Amiduja, can you imagine the amount of product that will come out of that, the employment that it will create? These are the kind of things that you can use to address it. It's another Gambian finale. But they let all those things go to waste, which is
Mama
quite
Kandeko. Mama Kandeko idamalia sunya nyoko idamalia
exactly.
So watu banda fereng nsekwanya njang bamba ye nya klaso ke nya do bakele ngamo ko isonte NPP tondi GDC la sai par sai be may fati la ko bula itabulu ba kadim you can reach out LGB bina samala nyame gambe moral prun se sarodi ngako kum fajang ngamol be tentu ngejey fo bamba
Mustafa tonya yalon tolu ndolla yelo nyin yalon pat ndolla pat yo mu yelol andu men kata ma hadama do balo ko ne ko faran ko mandi yelol so ibaje la ko ndolla ko la buka
nete munko hani kana afuma niga kono nete munko
ani nte ba fola yelo be mu yelol nete munko e ka fa tuba ko to yelo nete munko e ka fa tuba ko to le yelo e ka yelo faran ko mandi ka ko to yelo la ngatuba ko ni mandi ka ko le jakasi jam andu moto o bonni no lambulu ndolbe te momen don toli yelo be yele abe yelo rinde mbuka falin no mbuka yele manni no obviously andu ngajele control la patio yin is on the right footing patio be nyanta kapulan tolel makaje ko kabanko boni mama Kandeh la diamo ma ko UDP ifanye mako ile pour ka petition o nyin ka prepare UDP led that petition andum banko be alon ne ko registration o men keta nyim banku kan 2021 was unprecedented. Foreign national solomon register was almost about 400,000 foreign national.
Mama Kandeh ku kelim fo andung lafta wo fo munati na UDP ning NPP man wo soto if tema. He's been with UDP APRC for 15 years. Andung inenema moy doto alota APRC kajafi or APRC lota ya kajafi. Even Jammeh Fang, he gave Jammeh platform in one of his campaigns for Baroka for her Manyana Nyinda. So until we are in disagreement ko a Manyana platform or deal Jammeh. So Barimunatin Baro has been with UDP for 20 years, but he's saying Aboko is like Nimbaro, they're the worst enemies, UDP and NPP.
No, I think Suleiman, you are missing.
Bamba jani be je jabilamba tunga eso. Yaje usienu personally. Ani mbarote ya mamang any problem sotoji. Ndungamira ni ajibe hani bring about a government up to this point. Of course, when it comes to criticizing something for what it is, I can't criticize it. But Usienu gave more respect to Barrow than Barrow extended the same. Adu yamem foten ay important back. Yo bari ni ajibe B, the same is applying between Mama Kandeh ning Barrow. Because adoyata nyaunya, even though Imambo party killing, it only bota sate killing. But ni ajibe Mama Kandeh extends more respect towards Barrow than Barrow reciprocate. So it's not about.
So in a nutshell, in coming for Barolem Samutanyo Baloti.
Yalom Barola view of leadership is a little bit different. For leadership, there are two kinds of leaders. here in politics. You can have a political activist. You can have a politician. Activists, Wolu, they are rigid on their position. It never shifts. Sometimes they hardly make headway. And you can name the likes of Halifa. You have a politician, Mayor Lonko, they focus on consensus building, which means principles can stay, but positions shift. Whereas ini Moses Sonkanyanya ninga banta doro inasi nyo kontong aliyekacha.
Right.
So
Mustafa nso jela nga jang clear demanding because ngamira Suleiman is missing something. United Democratic Party mbenga lonne ko NPP farasita telebala. And me NPP bondi katai fallo ye la patiolo mbenga lonne dalilo me asabu wole mu barola extension and barola intention pour ka self perpetuate because wole keta nyo saboti même follow keta kuya nyenti nyo sabo nyin wole keta the $5 million system parce Abubakar Jawara e mennati ya samba barole ma baro ko pour yadi alkali nyol ya samba politiko to Usenu Dabo ko nyimum pour muneti e ko pour ka birolu ke dada UDP birol dada Usenu ko bari mam foto wato ma folo mbe coalition ko men la kono andum mamira anyanta kela pour ka foko moyena ay UDP damma so kodola mentata for 5 million. What does that businessman want? Abela fula munela in return because mo buka kuke kensenk kuya follow nata je ya itande barola ko nyimmal la fila andum kabir han kabir mbe tombona Usenu fanga ya folen kane tombo nga Dr. Asatu Tura tombo, which was a lie, but they still said it. Ye baro tulo fandi wala imam baro fanga mo ya lota political platform ko biri bata fanga tombona afama fanga ko le ko ikana te tombo itolle wodunda tulo kono because woketa wati jumale wotuma coalition be mo nyini kam pour kalo wotuma baro fanga ma fa be lola fam coalition be mo nyini kan pour kalo tol UDP be mo nyini kan biri en na leader sol soron dembo bay fo starta no mile 2 ka itande Alaji Usen la kombe mo nyino lalde Alaji Usen kay ko bar Dr. Asatu Touré independent wolem alte o talabang ñine keta because dembo be ñim fola wato men I was in that meeting and men fana ya fo baroy if fana be o that same meeting but itoli afa ñame is totally different because what ma baro ne Usenu futata ka wulla bulu fulo diala e kay ko itamu president wolati e manyan na sonna Alaji Usenu kana me alon ka be do ko le koto as foreign minister ite ka wuli ka bulu fulo diala ko e mfamale il afta baro yut mo mi la manton no Mustafa yalon foje clair Mol ka mira ko problème be UDP ni NPP tema no problème ten tema même mun na problème oti to lafta self perpetuation la an UDP be lo nga nole to tol mal la fi self perpetuation la ani Alaji Usenu Dabo na kete je sanji tang akabe tenten na more than sanji tang ndeba mas would not like it because lafta I wanted to belong to a party that believes in the principles of democracy lafta la party ko me alon ko abe tam limito accept la because that is the will of the majority of Gambians. Gambian only 80% bail after term limit level. And any political party in the Gambia.
What about the Brady Amon Muldijan? It a fan ko party, it a ko party the Gambia mere term limit to the constitution or
Mustafa, you are mixing apples with oranges. Political party in the national constitution bukake no killing.
But political party
everywhere dunia be ite down along. Political party leaders are selected by consensus. Il party congress like a selection. Donald Trump, akita president ile abotaje amurtana lafta pour ka lo kotenke. Again, ala party niya choose. And ate ala
but for time limited anyway,
no, honey, the presidency term limit be older, but term limit teje. Donald Trump would be selected again by the Republicans.
Political party they time limit soto nola, but ila leadership and in Congress nyanta yitandiko komning flag biara ya try sinya fula ama soto no and nyanta do fula.
Precisely.
So imagine
Mustafa Mambala wala wo that is something that could be debated. But eventually, the will of the people, more many along because it is a political party. The oldest political party in the Gambia right now today is PPP.
We can use the same argument at the national level.
Yeah,
The will of the people.
Suleiman, time limits but I understand why this is important. Because being a political maturity and awareness in the country among Futadula, with or without time limits, the population will demand for change.
Absolutely.
Bari among Futaje. So yes, it's important, but it's not the end of the world.
Gambia be batari, mul be batari, but people are living flamboyant lives. You know, mul ni la programo jube la kuliwo la fudusito le ikakoro tinya nyame. Ninga hebi nyinu batata nyadi le anu ikanyin kodo spend so lavishly.
Yalong wo fango ka fuare yale create. But remember fangomu B fuaro in Gambia, they are the ones that behave like rich people. The well-off people, wolu, they behave like poor people. Because koditiolu, wala kulio, ikakela space lekono. Even if they have to hire an imam and bring the imam with
wol sifal wol musumbalti.
No,
personal program. Wol mu tips they are tips.
B the likes of Atodum, Sankunsi Lanyol during their time, they were still well off. But ila kulio buka extravagant. But remember Keri wola mnyintiko, menulia lonko imam fen soto. Itulle kama wonyama. I will give an example. Musolka susuoke 140,000. Ikaw spend kulio la wala heola. This is it. But you, Unko, I will give an example. Do you remember a name called Sonko Jile?
Yeah, Sonko Jile.
It's still existing. And Sonko is filthy rich. But it ajila o pool kono. Hani jalo.
But yalong they've done it through hard work.
Yalong Gambia la batan kawole foye. Fuare yale o sabu. And in the lack of awareness. Gambia la awareness futata dulato. We don't need term limit. Honestly, after 2 terms, the people will come together and your time is up. Because you would have seen the indications from the country. Just like Senegal. Senegal they don't need second term. Because when Makis wanted to hide behind the constitution, they didn't go to consult the constitution. They came together and removed it.
I think is a very valid point because no sapele when I said the public servants or senior official they are inaccessible.
Exactly.
And nata wo bondije nko Gambianol niya jube wandi fengol o wandita ikabula je foye yeman ni Senegal la politique nada Gambianol you would think they are eligible to go and vote in Senegal.
Yeah.
American election on Nisita, you would hear that we can diamulefo dolkala fikanya pinyokan.
Yeah.
Nung imang voting rights soto. But Gambia la election or Gambia la political or Gambia la coup, you don't even see them active. No. It's just a handful of people.
And even those that are active, unfortunately, ila analysis of this political situation is far different from how they analyze the other countries.
It reminds me of like what we have for enslaving me comfort find in his or her enslavement. Who have lavi freedom la?
No.
So that's how I see the
anyway, but thank you so very much.
Yeah.
Allah baraka. But Mustafa, make it a point of duty to bring back Mama Kandeh so that we can connect sort of the governance side because
and get my party because
yes.
Man of our party in Fatale because
no, let's bring them, even the Henry Gomez's because
You think Henry Gomez would have anything to discuss?
Well, he can come and put budget here.
Except push pad, mahal push pad.
Go out, Sapa, they get put budget.
We'll leave that to you, Aziz, to facilitate. Can you help with that?
I'm not politically connected. You can see that. I don't have any close connection to any of these people.
Okay, we'll discuss that behind the scene, yeah?
Yes.
Yes,
All right,
yes,
Thank you.
I am UDP.
So you are politically connected.
No, but remember, even with UDP, I'm not connected to the executives.
No.
Yes, I want to remain.
I think I'll consider GDC.
I want to
So
believe.
making a move.
I want to believe if UDP come to power, I'm going to kind of remind them of certain things, and we get that understanding. I'm going to be like Suleiman Jeng in a UDP government. If you don't do the right things, I'm going to call you out. I am at a position where I can no longer follow.
To be quite fair with UDP, I think is one of the only parties, Mia Lonko, they've got 100% loyalist. Because UDP, proper UDP from 1996 for B, Wolmu UDP, and Kubuke move no. You would kill them, you would do anything to them, they would still remain to be UDP and they would still remain loyal to Dabo. And party I also support based sort of wrong. I can survive like from rain, from sunshine. And Nia Jube saying they've augmented ila strategy to an extent ko you hardly see wato ibuga hani yefundi ediam ibe banen la from somanda for tilo ye boy. But he's saying they decided nie ku ke man la fi men ke boycott e Kenya kasila.
You are fighting something, but we will have a special program for the UDP boycott. And
so Ibajala Wofanang is good in a way because Niman Lafi, for me, I think is good because for your own mental health and sanity, you don't want to get involved in things me along go abe distress la. So you rather turn a blind eye to those things. And look at their people now, like executive all. They coming up, they going to the media houses, Bela program, Selkamolia, they are involved in so many other things. And saying, even Dabo, like I said to him the other time he was here, he is more focusing now on policies than exchanges with the power. So this is showing a big shift on the party side. So when it comes to funding, UDP is quite conscious in raising funds. It is only the funds that can support, is the life support of any political party, especially in a part of the world. So with a healthy, finance, the next campaigning would be, and look at the media, they're almost everywhere in the social media. And you need that to communicate, to sell your information to the people. And UDP is stepping up on that. I think, the 2026 election will be very interesting.
Yes, it will.
And I pick from Dabo. If he happens to win 2026, Dabo is not going to serve more than one term.
No, he's not.
Because
for
him, he just wants to bring the changes that we need, and then he can make way for somebody else to step in. And that's what we need now. We need, a change maker. We need someone that can come and, change the system for us, and prepare the way for the next successor, to continue. And then this cannot happen without Gambian coming together. Because at the end of the day, Niafo ibe batarin B. And Mama Kandeh, some people, they go to bed without eating. Ni kondongo ke ite da samala, ni da samata ite simana ite kontonda. And then the election water nata, they give you $5,000 a bag of rice. You go and cast your vote. For the next 5 years, you're going back to the same circle.
So Suleiman, I can give you a strategy that MPP is utilizing. Come next year towards 2026, you're gonna see some road projects coming up.
Nobody, people are not going to eat the roads.
Ikawole use together with other things. So they are stalling most of these projects, but also they are negotiating some of the programs so that come during this period, they will be launching them and use that as a flagship for their campaign.
If UDP continues on the route they are going, a lot of Gambians will be educated, like in Woolly, CDL constituency. You cannot buy them. They would vote for you because of your program. You cannot buy them. So this is what we need.
So the moderator wants to kick us out of here. So
okay, all right.
Anyway, thank you, Mr. Moderator.
No, it's not about that. It is very interesting.
Yes.
Your points are well noted, and it's just the next program is about to air in the next half an hour or so. I need to set that up. That's all. But nonetheless, I would like to take this time to say thank you very much for your time, energy, and effort, and then hope to see you back here on Saturday with one of our famous guests.
Yes, thank you so very much, and see you next Saturday.
Thank you. Brun lamor lan jiberal wato enseñina la bedana janne fo sibitina la inshallah civic education program kanale sibiti o sibiti kabonam 5 o'clock UK time kata for 7 o'clock usually, but be kaja diana kaja mete no besoro di la bedana janne fo lokuna la inshallah on Skype or radio and TV services al nal bani malo Mustafa jamme membesirin program o kunna sibitina la inshallah nimbara.